Yeah, next pair coming up, Casey Grissel and Chris Demke. Going to be a great matchup. Here comes Demke with the burnout. Talked to Casey Grissel about his race car. You got to love this. It's an old Bob Vandergrift Top Fuel car, which Jerry Darian told him to buy. They got a really great retro paint job. Reminds me of the J Grenade Top Fuel car from back in the 1970s. And a lot of the parts they took off the car that Courtney Forrest raced. Remember at Seattle when the tire came down, they kind of scavenged the parts from that race car.
You know, the green paint reminds me of the old Darien, Meadows, and Selzy car from back in the mid-90s when Gary was driving for those guys before stepping up and taking over Top Fuel for a few years.
Green anything reminds me that Dick LaHaye does not like that color. Legendary tuner from back in the day.
He's not the only one in the pits that doesn't like green. I always thought that once that John Force guy started winning, that superstition would kind of fade away.
And I'd offer up Steve Kinzer, who came back with a green Quaker State car and was still a scourge on the old World of Outlaw tour. Green's okay.
Yeah, no problem at all. I wish I had more green in my wallet, to tell you the truth.
Oh, it's a beautiful day, 65, and I can second that notion as well. Fans are being treated to a great weekend here, not only in the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series, but the NHRA Mellow Yellow one as well. 2014 is underway.
Chris Demke almost has to make a mistake to get beat. His car has been unbelievable.
Looks like it's going to be again. Let's check out the number this time. 527. It's slowing a little bit, but why get over center? This team has been in the 20s for a long time, and we're going to take that 527 time slip to the final against St. Arnaud.
We'll have to take a closer look at that one in slow motion and see if we can figure out where it slowed down. It looks like it gave up a little bit early in the run. Maybe a wisp of spin or maybe a little bit of tire shake. But either way, come from the #1 qualifying spot. You just walk down the steps into the final round.
Demke 1 in 10, 1 in 12, and memory serves 14's even too, right? So maybe that's a trend developing right here.
Woo! And he's got his banana.
Where's that compartment at, I wonder, in that car?
I think they hire somebody on the top end to put it out there every time he wins.
Just in case he, needs to feed that monkey and get him off his back, right? That's when
he's the trained monkey, remember?
Oh, that is right. The trained monkey. Woo. Like what's on top of that injector too. What action figure is he? I always forget. Do you remember? Jamie can tell us.
I don't have any kids. How would I know?
I believe it's Iron Man that's up there, and it's actually the NHRA Safety Safari that makes sure that Chris always has that banana when he wins a round. Chris, going on to the finals, it'll be your 26th national event final. What are your thoughts?
I don't really keep track of things like that. I also heard this was my 75th national event. I quit counting long ago. I just know I got 10 wins. So, well, it was a tough one. I had to pedal it. Monkey earned his banana on that one, but yeah, the weather conditions are changing rapidly. Sun's out. I think there's a little more temperature in the track. And but this car is on rails. I don't know what it ran, but we ripped off 3 of this team's quickest runs ever. And just glad to be going to another final. Mike Demke, Kevin Watson, Adam Rhodes, Greg Rice, Robert Hadler, and of course, team owner, my stepdad, Jerry Mattern. I say this over and over again. I'm just the trained monkey. It's all about those guys. They do all the work. I get all the fun. So hope to get to talk to you next round. Thank you.
Well, you did run a 527 with a 6, and you do have lane choice.
Ain't going to complain about that with a pedal job. That's for sure.
527, that's a good run, but the run of the semifinals in my book had to be Brian Howe. Watch this beautiful wheel stand. Produced a 5:58.5 pass. All the finals of the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series season opener coming up next.